Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be taking you guys through a step-by-step procedure on how to design a package, a mini chinchi package. So let's get right into it, and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more. So once you open your Pixellab, you look for a background in order to change the color of the background to what you can see now, like mine is white. So after selecting the background, you click on that plus and select shape, and select a square shape as I've selected. Then you maximize the shape just like I'm doing here. So after maximizing the shape, you shift it to the top, position it well, and look for color, the color that you want to use, which I'm looking for green. So I've just changed my white into green. When you are done, you click on that plus, select shapes, select another square shape, and then you maximize it a bit and shift it to the top just like I've done. Make sure you position it at where you want it to be. Then you look for the color that you want to use for the square shape or the rectangular shape. Also, I'm using green, which I've just selected. When you are done, you click on that mark and then you lock the two. Now you head over to click on that plus button again, select another square shape, and this time around we are changing the square shape into a circle. So you shift it and position it as seen, and the color that we are using is green as well, which I've just selected. Yes, this is our green. So after selecting it, you maximize it a bit into something small. Then you position it on the second square shape. Then you lock it up, and we are selecting another circular shape again. And this time around, we are using red color for our second circle. Now you maximize it and put it on the first green circle, which you can see. Make sure you position it well, just as seen. Then you lock it up. This time around, we are going to add a text to our circle, which we are typing rich. So you deepen the color. You are using black, so you just want, okay, we are using white. Then you look for the font you want to use, and then the stroke that you want to use as well. So I've increased the size, and I'm looking for stroke. Okay, enabled, and I've added my stroke. Now I want to increase the size of the stroke. That's the width of the stroke, which I've just done. And then I'll position my right tab well. Now I want to use that same right tab, so I'll go ahead and copy it just as seen. Then I'll edit the second rich that I've just copied, which we are typing chips. Now you drag it to the center, you minimize it and position it just as seen. So you lock it up. Now we are going to import some pictures or some images that we want to use. So which I've just selected this granite or the mini chinchi that you are seeing, this chinchi. So when you select the chinchi, what we are going to do now is we will erase the container, the side of the container that is showing. You erase it. So I'm looking for eraser. Then you erase the sides just as I'm doing. Erasing the sides, you enlarge it or maximize it and position it well. Just as you can see, I've enlarged it and I've positioned it well. So you go ahead and copy this same granite and lock the first one, mini change it, sorry. So as you can see, I've just copied the image. Then you maximize it so that it will fit just like the first one. And then you position it, send it at the back, and reduce the opacity. Just as you can see, I've just reduced the opacity and it has just turned into a blur color. Okay, so you lock it up as well. Now we are adding text, which is PicsArt. Okay, so after typing the PicsArt, make sure you increase the color. It should be very deep. Okay, just as seen, I've increased the color and I'm dragging it to the position I want it to be. And you select font, you choose the font that you want to use, and this time around I'm using Alex Brush Regular. That is the font I've selected. Now I'm adjusting my text a bit. I want it to slant, so I've just done that and I've copied that same text, edit it into tasty and crunchy. Okay, then you click OK after typing. You drag it below the PicsArt, select the font you want to use, which this time around we are using regular, Alula Regular. So after selecting the font, you minimize your second item and then you position it under the PicsArt and lock it up. Now we are going ahead to select another image, which this time around is a black pepper. So you drag the pepper and position it at where you want it to be, which I'm just positioning it at the top. So you lock it up, and we are going to select another image again, which is a black granite. Okay, so this is it. You drag it as well and position it where you want it to be. So when you are done, you lock it up to prevent it from moving. Now we are adding another text, which is our net weight. Every product has a net weight, so we are adding our net weight. Now you change the color. You look for color and change the color into, I'm using yellow, and then our stroke will be black. Then you head over and look for stroke. We are using black and we are increasing the width of the stroke. When you are done, you drag it down below. We are also searching for our font, which you are using Amaret Bold. So when you are done, you drag it right bottom or bottom right, whichever way, and then you copy it and edit the first text, which we are adding our grams now, which is 25 grams. Okay, so you click OK and drag it under the net weight. Minimize it and position it under the net weight. Okay, so you go ahead and lock the two up. Go ahead and lock the two up. Okay, so this is how you can design your first or the front page of a package. You go ahead and save it just like I've saved my own. Now we are moving to the back of the package. You select the background you want to use as usual, then you select the shape you want to use, which we are still selecting a rectangular shape and then shifting it to the top. Then we will select the color that we want to use, which is the green. Okay, once you click it, you go ahead and lock it up to prevent it from moving. Okay, then you click the plus sign again, you select another shape. No, this time around we are going to the gallery to select another image, which we've just selected, and our black granite. So you minimize it and position it as seen. You lock it up. Then you click on the shape, the plus button, click on shapes and select this square shape. You extend the bottom and you increase your radius. Then you change the color to green as I've done, and you enlarge the bottom so that it will become long, as you can see. So when you are done, I've done some editing myself, some footage that I've done myself. I'm just going to look for it and use. So we head ahead to the gallery to select this granite. You enlarge it and send it to the back of the image. Once you position it, you look for opacity and reduce the quality or the brightness of the image. Then you send it back and lock it. Okay. So we are now going to select the image that I was talking about, that I did the editing myself. Head over to select shapes. Okay. So we've just selected a circular shape and we are using red, and now we are coming to insert the company's name or the rich chips that we've just done for the first one. We are coming to add the same text to our circular shape. So you add a text which is rich, just as we've done earlier. You increase the color of your text, and then you enable the stroke and increase the stroke width. You head over to copy it for the second text, which is the chips. You edit the first rich, okay, so we are done with the chips. You drag it and position it well. Then you head over to your gallery and select the image that we have edited before. Okay, I have edited before, which is a nutritional fat. Okay, so this is it. I've done this myself, so I'm just going to insert it there. Okay, then you lock it up. You're not going to insert another image, which I've equally done myself. So I've done this one to myself. You drag it to the right side and lock it up. So now we want to add text, so you just click on plus to add text. You type in the text you want to add, which ours is PicsArt. Then you increase the color, or you deepen the color, and then the font you want to use. So we are using Alex Brush Regular for the piano, which is the font name. Once you're done, you drag it and lock it up. Now we are moving on to add another image, which is the pepper, the black pepper. And you can see where we position it. You go ahead and add another black pepper, so we just copy. Okay, so this is it. So once you are done, don't forget to lock both images. Now we want to add a rectangular shape or design to the black pepper and the delicious chinchi. So we just look for the shape, then the radius, and drag the shape at the back of our chinchi and red pepper as I've done. Then you change the color. So you look for color, reduce the opacity, and reduce it to black. Okay, so once you are done, you click on shape, select a square, enlarge it, and change the color to green. Then you position it at the bottom. Okay, so you lock it up. So guys, this is how best you can design the back. And now that we are done, you go ahead and save it. Then you open the PicsArt app, and here I'm using the Do Photo AI. So once you open the app, you click on photo and select the image that you want to use. So I've just opened the app. You go ahead and select your rubber that you want to use, which is the package rubber. Then you crop it, remove that photo room, position it well, and head over to look for add image, which is here. So once you've selected the image, just like I've done, you zoom it to fit the rubber. Then you click on blend. After clicking blend, you move on to multiply. So you can see it has blended very well with the rubber. Then you head over and save it. Then for the back, you do the same thing. You select your rubber that you want to use. After selecting the rubber, you adjust it the way you want it to be. Then you move to add image. Then you select the back package. You zoom it, adjust it, let it fit well with the rubber. Well, as it fits well, you click on blend, then multiply. So you can see it has multiplied with the rubber. And this time around, the back rubber is very small, so the image doesn't fit well. But you guys are going to see it clearly once I'm done saving.